Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today with the Mystic TV 4K Pro. This video is sponsored by the new Dodgy S98 rugged phone with dual screen and Android 12. Link down below for a chance to win one of 5 Dodgy CR1 Pro smartwatches. And Pro because that it brings 8 gigabytes of internal storage, but at this moment it has 16 terabytes, not gigabytes but 16 terabytes. Now what I'm using is the Mystic TV 4K, which I will leave some links right over here for the review and also for the comparison with the Chromecast with Google TV and the Realme 4K. And besides that, I'm using a micro USB to USB adapter, and then I'm also using the TerraMaster D4300, which I will share the review just on the next video. And inside I've got 4 Toshiba N300 drives. Links down below, including the microphone that I'm using to record these latest videos, in this particular case the Comica Boom XD Pro. Now, in terms of the setup, this is what I'm using, but I wouldn't go as far as using a 16 terabyte setup. I would say that probably if you have laying around an SSD or a mechanical hard drive that you are not using, then with a micro USB adapter, which I will try to leave a link down below as well, you will be able to expand your storage, especially if you want to play some games. Now, in terms of the setup, it's really easy. All we need to do is to connect via USB, in this particular case the TerraMaster D4300, and once we connect, as you can see, it will ask us what we want to do with that external storage. Now, if we want to use it just for movies, pictures and things like that, we can leave it as it is. I did format it as exFAT so that I don't have limits in terms of size. If we want to install apps, then we will need to format with the Android tool. Once we format, we can then move or migrate the data to that particular storage, which I did. And after I move the applications that I want over there, I can start going to the Play Store and start to install apps, and those apps will automatically go to the external storage. Now, have in mind that some apps will not allow us to move from the internal storage to the external, and some apps will not allow to install on the external storage. Not really sure which ones, but there are a few examples that I can show you on screen, like Netflix and so on and so forth, that we can press where it says storage and it doesn't open any option to move the app to the external storage. So those are the ones that will not allow. Now, one more test that I did was to go to the Play Store and start downloading games. I did download a few: Beach Buggy, Asphalt Extreme, Asphalt 8, Real Racing 3D, Horizon Chase, Drift Mania 2, Daytona Rush, which are games that I know. And I did end up with 13 or 14 gigabytes of storage used out of 4 terabytes of one of the discs. And yes, I could have done a single disk of 16 terabytes, but I thought that it would be more useful in this particular case to have one 4 terabyte drive to install apps, and then 3 drives that I could put movies and pictures, and then I could share across the network. So this would be my network attached storage solution, also known as NAS, which is another scenario that we can use, and it worked awesome. Now, the only game that I was not able to install was Asphalt 9 Legends, and I had about 3.2 gigabytes of free storage, so I'm not really sure why, but probably because the game needs to be installed on the internal drive and there wasn't enough space on the internal drive so that I could then push to the external. Now, one of the things that I would like to share as well is the speeds that we will get right over here. Now, on the external storage, I did test it out and we got a maximum speeds of read and write roughly 33 megabytes per second reads and on writes. And one of the things that led me to test it out is that we notice that it takes a little bit longer to load the app, especially a game which is a bit more heavy. Now, compared to the internal storage, we will get results of 93 megabytes per second on reads and 26 megabytes per second on writes. And although the writing speed is lower than what we are getting right over here, it doesn't matter, because to open an app, we will require the reading speed, and in this particular case it's 3 times faster than what we've got right over here. Now, the bottleneck is not the TerraMaster unit, it's not the Toshiba N300 discs, it's only the connection that we have, either the adapter or the micro USB connection itself. And I only have this adapter right over here, so I cannot take that question out of the way, but just have that in mind. Would this prevent me to use this as a workaround to lift my limitation in terms of storage? No. I wouldn't go probably for this 16 terabyte, although it's really cool, but I would probably go for something smaller that I can still hide behind the TV and lift my limitations in terms of storage. Guys, that being said, I will leave links down below for everything that I did use here on the video. Hope that the video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget the usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.